Today I went out on a trip to get a couple of video games. I went to a used video game store and I got Fable 3, I got Final Fantasy 13 and I got Lair, which I wanted to check out for quite a while now. Now, these games are nothing compared to my other acquisition because this is a modern game. You know, these are old, these are cheap. Old and cheap is great, but new is better. Now this came out in last September and that is the Prinny presents NIS Classics, Pucelle Tactics, Ragnarok and Rhapsody, a musical adventure for the Switch. Now why am I interested in this? Rhapsody is the game I want to check out. It's been a PlayStation 1 game that I've been eyeing, it looked interesting to me, like a musical RPG, it looks very cool. And of course now they announced that they are doing official English localizations of the two sequels of Rhapsody. So I said, okay, I want to get this collection. And here in Germany, they just reduced the price of this and Volume 2, well, one is already out of print, to 40 euros, 39.99. So I said, that's a sign. I've been hunting around for good deals and that's the cheapest I've ever seen it. So today we are getting this. I didn't actually know that it comes in this box with extras. So I'm checking this one out now. We'll unbox this and I hope you enjoy the trip. Let's go down to the table so you see more detail. It's my very first time trying out this camera angle with the current setup, and because my main tripod broke, it's not as stable as I would like it. So I need to kind of do this for you to have the perfect angle on this. So you see I have the front of the box. It's quite a chunky thing. It's not a big collector's edition box, but it's quite nice. And on the edge, I don't know if you see this right here, I think they all fit together. So if you put them side by side with Volume 1 and 2, maybe they do they come together or something. I'm not quite sure. It doesn't look like it, but it's quite possible. I have neither Volume 1 or 2 because the games in them don't interest me that much. I'm not a big fan of strategy RPGs. So NIS is always one of those companies that I've not been into too much. I don't know, the seal is strong on this one. Who knows what demons I summon by breaking it. Yeah, so all of these kind of Disgaea style games they're putting out, not really my thing. However, now that they're starting to do not just PSP and PS2 ports, but also PS1 versions, I've heard the emulation on this one is alright. So it is emulated, of course. Let me get this in shot a little bit. I've heard the emulation is alright. It's not the best, but it is okay. Unlike the Volume 1, which apparently released broken as hell, and Volume 2 was a step up, but Volume 3, I've heard, is pretty solid when it comes to the presentation. Oh, cool. We have a slipcover style thing, or it's I don't know what you would call these, no idea, but you have the back and the front, and then you have a very clean box right here, the front with Pucelle Tactics and Rhapsody. Why are they packing these two together? Apparently, either this is an ancestor or a descendant of one of the characters from Pucelle Tactics. So I'm not really into the whole NIS game-o-matic universe. So I can't give you any details on that. Inside we have the game and a bit of extra. So right here we have the game for Nintendo Switch. Let's unpack this in the end. We have manual, art book. My money is on art book. Yes, it's an art book. When we look at this, it's like a character guide, bit of character art. They look to be from the original PS1 version, so not redone for modern stuff. Cartoon style thing or comic style thing. Looks pretty cool. This is a game I've heard is pretty short, it's fun, it's easy, it's a musical, it's right up my alley, I think. Short RPGs, we need more short RPGs. And here we have the anthology official soundtrack for Pucelle Ragnarok. Is I think it's the PSP version of Pucelle Tactics on the PS2. I think it's the same game. And we have Rhapsody, a musical adventure. Let's see. I know the lyrics have, or the music has lyrics in this game. So I wonder if this is actually the lyrics songs or just background music. And here we have the disc. I mean, it's a disc, it's a soundtrack. I must say the artwork for Rhapsody is quite blurry on here. I don't know if they only had like old art assets that don't quite have the resolution of this one, for example, or with just the art style or the upscaling they're using. I have no idea. But it looks quite blurry in comparison. But, you know, it's not like I care too much. Here we are on the game itself. Let's unwrap it. Like all the versions around the world should be more or less equal. It's the first time Rhapsody has been released in Europe. It's been a US release by Atlas exclusively, and because Atlas doesn't have a European branch, or they didn't back in the day, this is the first release of the game over here. So I thought I want to support that, and since they announced the sequels, and one of the things I like is official translations of old games, and I don't mean remakes, I mean like the old games. And of course this one was already officially translated, and the two, like the PS1 sequel and the PS2 sequel, and both of them are coming to Switch and PS4, I don't know about other versions, in September. So I have a bit of time to check this out. You see we have a like flip cover over here. I'm quite a big fan of this. Well, a medium-sized fan, I would say, because you still have the red spine. So from spine, it still looks like a Switch game. I hate it when they put like other colors on there. So if we put this on, we have Rhapsody in the front. Actually, let's do that, because I really only care about Rhapsody in this one. I have no interest in checking out Pucelle Ragnarok. So let's get Rhapsody all the way on the front cover. Like this. Here you go. Looks much better, especially compared to the German USK travesty we have to deal with. I would like to have a normal back for it as well, but here we have the cover for Rhapsody. Now let's put this into Nintendo Switch and give it a check. Give it a check, do you say that? Alright, here we go. I already put in the cartridge. Let's start it. Oh, we have a download. Actually, let's start the software as it is. Not a big fan of downloads and fixing things via patches. Let's see how it runs right out of the box. Engine software. I wonder if they did the emulation. So we have Pucelle Ragnarok and Rhapsody, a musical adventure. That's the one we are interested in. So, oh, there's no feedback. It just kind of froze. All right. Looking at this, oh yeah. I mean, the title is quite pixely. So I think that's just an image they have. Let's do options. Let's see what we can do. So we have easy, musical, English, Japanese. Oh, I don't know if that was in the original PS1 version. Background music to max, of course. Oh, vibration to on, please. And we have the filter. We have a CRT filter, which kind of puts like a matrix over it. We have the smooth filter. No, thank you. So yeah, so either you want to do off or you want to do CRT. I am sticking with off because I like my pixels raw, baby. So let's take a quick look. We have gallery, new game. Let's see what this game does and how it starts. Oh, no voice acting. Shows how much of a budget game it is. And back then, oh okay, so I mean it's a PS1 game. I just saw I switched the camera thing. I hope I didn't bump it earlier. Let's zoom right back in. Oh my prince, seems to be a dream. My money is on it being a dream. Oh yeah. Hey, stop. Alright, switch. Quidditch. So let's see. I must say it looks quite nice for PS1 emulation. Yeah. I mean, there are good and bad ways to do it. This is quite nice when it comes to picture quality. It is a PS1 game, so it looks like a PS1 game. They haven't improved the graphics. I will replay this. I just want to take get a taste for it by playing this right now. So we are not interested in the story. We want to see a bit of graphics and the controls and how it all works out. Maybe we can even see a song or listen to a song. Not even as the updated 2022 copyright note. Alright, let's see. Oh, we can move around quite fast as well. D-pad is walking, analog stick is running. Let's do X, menu. What does Y does nothing apparently. B does nothing, A does nothing. We can probably interact with stuff with the A button. So let's move, let's leave the house. Let's see, we can pause even in these cutscenes. Let's see what we can do. I said yes to something. Yes. Alright, we teleported our mother into oblivion apparently. That's just how I interpret it. I'm not reading the text right now. I want to sit down properly to do that. So let's see. Cornet, how are you doing? Alright, not interested in that. Let's leave. Let's see. City, quite nice, quite nice. Let's leave the city. And we can do to go to the Wonder Woods. No overworld apparently. Oh, accidentally left. No overworld. Simply going from A to B. What a great day it is indeed. I like the graphics. They remind me a lot of Back to Nature, Harvest Moon. Oh, we have a battle. Let's see. Yeah, I've heard this is more of a, like it's not a tactics game, but you can move around on the battlefield. Let's see, we cannot attack yet. Do we have Horn? Horn is not there either. So, end. So, let's move you around. You seem to be like a healer. Saint inflicts holy damage. Okay. So then let's get a bit closer and do a bit of holy damage to Mr. Frogman. 23, he is deaded. Okay, so we can move even though we don't need to, so let's do one. So let's move. Actually, we are on the correct plane. Let's do some more saint damage. So I quite like this. I like this more strategy-oriented, traditional battle style. They made a DS version. The DS version, actually, I said it was never released in Europe. The DS version was, but I've heard that's quite a bit different. Like, for example, they turned it into a traditional turn-based battle system. It was apparently downgraded quite a bit for the DS. I'm not sure if they actually like have music in the DS version. I'm not sure. Maybe they do. I've never checked it out. It was actually quite cheap like 10 years ago and I wanted to get it. Because like I said, this game has always been interesting to me, but I never did. Oh, singing? What happened? I don't know. Did I accidentally skip it? I tried to press a button because nothing happened. So yeah, there seems to be lyrics to the music. So you know what this seems to be about. Like, I want to pluck this flower and give it to Karen in Back to Nature. I cannot do that. So now I have this game. I'm super excited. I so want to play it. Like, after finishing Dragon Quest VIII, this is the next thing on my list, alongside Metroid Prime, of course, because I didn't buy that game for nothing. Alright, thank you very much for watching. Do you like this game? Are you interested in it? And have you bought it? Are you excited for the sequels as well? Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye.